Hello, and welcome back to making a tabletop RPG in 30 days. We've this is the last episode of the first full week. It's day 7. Um, as you can tell by the time, I'm once again working on it very late in the day. This is not really because I don't have time to do it after work, but it's more that I've been so tired, I've not really had the motivation. But I still want to do it every day. I'm gonna make this challenge I've set for myself of doing it daily for the full month. So hopefully this will be a demonstration on how you can work on a game when you're not really feeling it. I'm looking forward to being able to do it whenever on a weekend instead. That's going to be quite nice because I've been real tired after work. It partially due to not being able to sleep properly. So, since I'm not feeling very creative, I'm just gonna look through it for a bit and then just start writing whenever I feel inspired to write anything. So, this will probably not be an episode where I focus on something specific, and more an episode where I just scramble to put anything to paper. And sometimes that's fine. I feel like that's completely fine. One thing I've thought about is I want the dreams, like Dreamlands, to be a section, to be its own haven, and I don't think I want to be able to. I think I want separate mechanics for how to travel there. Um. So let's see if we can add something here. Let's duplicate this one. Just so I have a clean one. Where does this go? So I have 2 of these now. I'm gonna move this one down. I'm gonna rename this. Oh. Traveling to the Dreamlands. Because I don't want this to be a location you can just go to. Um, um, me to the Dreamlands works quite differently. I need to other havens. Instead, the Dreamlands is not in a specific location, and when planning the journey, specific location and can be reached from anywhere. When you are in a zone, you may attempt to reach the Dreamlands by performing a dreaming test. This test requires a face card to succeed. Any amount of players may attempt the test, and only one needs to succeed. If the test fails, the group must travel to a new region to attempt the test again. Should the players fail to find the dreamland despite testing in every region, you they basically unlock. No, that's stupid. Don't type like this. This is not a note. They may test again, but in different zones of the last region they tried. That you still solve encounters and plan as normal. It is simply a series of shorter journeys instead of a single longer journey. I think this is like okay. So basically, you can find the Dreamlands from anywhere. There are multiple entrance ways to the house, but each leads to a separate subregion. If you are traveling, if you may travel to any region of hell through any entrance. If you your planned route takes you your planned route may use the incorrect entrance and simply continue the rest of the journey through the Hell's regions instead. I really want to make a map. I think I will do some research during the weekend on a good way to do like a hex map in a simple way. It shouldn't be too difficult, but this tool cannot do hexes. They don't have hexes. It has these polygon things, and it has stars and double stars, but they can't do hexes. The cloud tool is almost a hex, but it's not a hex. And there's no way of adding hexes. Maybe there's like a plugin or something I could install. I don't know. But it doesn't do hexes. I suppose I could like manually make a hex, maybe. But that seems janky, and I don't mind using another program and just importing it, but I checked and the programs I have don't have hex tools. So I'll have to do some googling this weekend and figure out how to do it, because it's kind of hard to progress without having an actual map. I want each layer of hell to have its own entrance, basically on different points of the map, and you can go through any of them, but they go to different layers, and then you have to travel through hell to reach the destination you're supposed to go to. So that would be like a separate traveling map, which could be cool. I think this is fine for now. I kind of want the actual map. I do want like modifiers the GM could place in certain regions to discourage players always taking the same route, and like figuring out how to circumnavigate things. So maybe we try to figure out some stuff for that now. Duplicate. Oh, why? Let's just map events. Storms cover an entire region and are randomized every it is how much time until the storm can shift? Would it be 3 days or could it be every 3? How are you? I forget the code for actually making those. Numpad code poker suits. Okay, so it is 9824. That is not correct. 9828. It's also not correct. Can I copy paste them like this? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, this I pay. I didn't get a single letter correct here. Dissipates, right? Yeah. Storm moves one region closer to the players. Storm remains in place. The storm moves away from the players. And you can manually select which type of storm it is, or use, or it is depending on what suits your story needs, or randomly determine it using the below table. Uh, um, Spectral storm. This is like a cloud of ghosts. um, what should be the last one be? Oh, the third one is like dreams and insanity leaking out from the dreamlands. Um, what should the last storm be? Should the regular weather storm be more common, maybe? So it's on two different results. I kind of like that. So it's usually a regular storm. Sometimes it's a special storm. So we'll put that here. I'll put this here. So the black cards are regular storms. Um, I need this to go up to bold or semi-bold at least. This can go to regular. But we'll adjust it later. How do we want this to work? It could just increase the target number for events. So for yeah, maybe just um maybe we'll add some more spice to it, but let's just leave it like that for now. Um when traveling through. When making traveling tests here. Switch role. All players must switch traveling roles with another player. These are switched back when they leave the region. Dreaming may be used in place of any other traveling, any other skill for traveling roles or travel tests, and if trying to reach the dreamland here, you seed on your TN to succeed is whatever the TN for this region is set to. You do not need a face card to succeed. It plays the encounter table with a with the below table. I have no idea what these are. So I'm just gonna leave those here. Is this how you spell Spectre? Spectre. Spectre. I don't know. Seems like it's spelled both ways. Might be English, British English versus American English again. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. So this one will be both this and this. This is like just a like little event thing. This is a combat. This is a dangerous combat. This is like a fighting a dragon in D&D level combat. This is fighting a dragon level creature and mobs. So like going willingly into a spectral storm is supposed to be like you're risking it all for a shortcut here, or you got really unlucky with where the storm moved. This is kind of the level of creativity I'm on board with for today. So I think I will just keep making a few map events for now, and then when we have the map, we can like redetermine a bit what to do. Hmm. What do we want other than storms? I would like just fighting to be a thing, where it's like sort of like a battle going on, maybe. Um, that could be interesting. There are a few things I want on a random encounter table. Maybe I'll start working on that. Yeah, let's just start adding stuff to our random encounter table, maybe. I'm gonna copy paste this so I can have. Maybe we put the random encounter table before the map events. Encounters. Da, da, da. Let's go with. Go with this. Can I change how? Can I add the suit there? Hmm. How do we go about doing this? Maybe we don't do this. Or maybe we do this. And then add a bulleted list. Oh, this works. Cool. And then we just grab 13 of them. Maybe we can just start by adding these. Here would be are high cards here good or bad? I think it's severity of encounter, basically. So let's have like jump scare be a low one. Jump scare. And then we'll have to have a section that explains all of them. Minor spectral assault would be sort of middle severity. Why does this not work? Am I not? Weird. Wonder why it does that. Major spectral assault is maybe this one. Sort of like a 3 gap there, 2 gap there. We add this one maybe here. Is that the like worst one? You have to fight like a boss monster. So these are like the spirits and ghost events that happen, maybe. That could be cool. What else do we want on this? They need to be sort of evocative, so I actually have some idea what to create with them. I don't want all of them to be combat encounters. In fact, I probably want... Maybe these are the only combat encounters on this one, even. I'm just gonna add some stuff that I feel fit here. Lost Soul. We can figure out what that is later. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I shouldn't get stuck on this for too much. Maybe I just start working on the tables individually. So we can like make a few of these. 2 and 3. And that's the spades one. This will be the clubs one. This will be the hearts one. This will be the diamond one. Okay, so if this one is like spirits, what do we want the other ones to be? Maybe we don't tie them up like that quite so neatly. Maybe we do. This one could be wilderness, maybe. Um, hmm. 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 Um, Dreamland spill through. Um, Hmm. Let's see what. Oh, sorry, I'm just being quiet and typing here. I'm just anything that like comes to mind. I'm basically typing down. Uh, Obviously, we want some level of. Um, these are not necessarily common encounters. You're just meeting people on the roads. Um. mm, Hmm. Cool. We have like an array of things that I can flesh out later. It would basically be this type of section where it's just typed out what the encounter is. This is going to take up so many pages. I'm already scared. Where are we? Living. Sorry again for being tired and quiet today. I'm just gonna fill these out for a bit with things that I can build from. I want there to be like a human level threat where they basically send in well, certain organizations or sects will try to kill a god. Um and I kind of want there to be a lore thing where they've succeeded before. Because I've had this as a plot idea for its own game where you're basically playing characters that are trying to kill the gods. But I'm kind of going to like co-opt that for this game instead, I think. Because I have so many ideas and I can't do all of them. So I might as well use the plot line when I have a chance. I want the one result to always be like nothing really happens. In this case, I'm not sure what that would be. A quick glimpse. Hmm. Cool. This I want to be more nature things. I'm gonna move this to here. I'm gonna make this be a the land is shifting. So it's the spirit one we need to fill out then. And I have a minute to do it. Let's see if we can speed run these. I don't think so. I have no idea what any of these mean. I will fill them out at another point. But we did get some stuff done. We got some traveling mechanics done, start of our random encounter table. That will probably expand this weekend. If you like this video or this series, please leave a comment. But ultimately, I'm not expecting a lot of viewers. I'm just happy I managed to do it even on a day where I'm not quite feeling it. So happy with the progress. I'll make another video tomorrow. Thank you very much.